Hey guys, it's Minsoo from betteryoubyminsoogo.com. I haven't talked much about my diet, so in this video, I wanted to share with you what I eat in a day. Since I'm competing 2010, I'm eating 6 times a day, so small meals every 3 hours, and it is very hard to keep up. You think about the prepare meal prep hours and eating, it's just a lot of work. Basically, you have no life at the end of the day. So I was getting tired of this lifestyle, and then also my body doesn't really burn more fat effectively. And then I have researched there is a diet called intermittent fasting, and that's actually can help me. I was not really believing in those types of diet, but then I was able to find the many good evidence, and people say how it improves their health and conditions. So I decided to try this intermittent fasting, and I wanted to show you what I eat in a day. So if you need to know more about intermittent fasting, and check this video on the right above, and you can come back to this video. So this is what I eat in a day, and this is my first meal of the day. Right now it's at noon, well technically 12:20, and I have not eaten since 8 p.m. last night as I am on intermittent fasting. But my food does not change. This is normally what I eat for the breakfast, but it is just different time. Here is my egg omelets, total 5 eggs, 3 egg whites, and 2 full eggs. And I don't really put anything much. If I do, it's just extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil when you cook it. And this is obviously fresh vegetables. You can see lettuce, broccoli, some paprika, and the red lettuce as well. And here is cherry tomatoes. I don't eat all of them, probably like 4 or 5 water. Here is, so these 3 are always stay the same, like all my breakfast or my first meal will have this, but this one however it's gonna change time to time. So this is a little bit like vegetables with anchovy, cooked. You can see how there is a seasonings, a little bit of spicy gochujang, which is a little bit sweet, so I'm not eating much of this. This is bulgogi, which is beef with mushroom and some onions. So this is very Korean traditional dish made at home, so not too crazy. Everything is very clean. What I do, I eat them, and then I do eat as a side dish a little bit of this. So as you can see, I don't put too much of any of seasoning on this. So a little bit of natural like sodium, it's coming from those. So here are grapefruits. I do have it, but I don't eat much of fruits. So I just had some before I just recording this. So maybe 4 or 5 just to get going my stomach. What I found, I thought I would be super hungry if I don't eat till like noon. But what happened is because of 16 hours fasting, and you can't really eat much. Even though I eat this, I get super full pretty easy, because I guess it's because my stomach got smaller. So I was concerned a little bit if I'm starving, then I will be ended up eating too much, but I didn't have to worry about it. What I eat a day, so this is one of my favorite dish here. This is curry rice, but this is not rice. As you can see, this is a chicken curry with egg omelet. So normally like curry rice is popular here, but instead of a rice, I do eat my eggs. So always I have 3 full eggs and 2 egg whites. And then if you see here, this is curry, the yellow green, and I do add chicken breast and carrots, onions, and potato. I do have a little bit of mushroom as well. So the main usual is like chicken breast and potato, or you can use actually pumpkin or sweet potato as well, and onions. If you see on the left side, this is a kimchi, and if you don't know what kimchi is, it's traditional Korean. It's a cabbage, but a little bit spicy, not so much. It's healthy because I do not eat much of sodium. Most of my foods are plain, So eating those give me the balance of sodium. So yeah, and I will add probably some clean vegetables like broccoli, lettuce, and things like that. So this is one of my meals I eat a day. Eating out with my friend. This is a traditional Korean chicken soup called samgyetang. This is my go-to spot. It is called shabu shabu. When you go there, you get to eat a lot of vegetables and you can also add beef. So I do like it because it's lean beef and you get to eat a lot of vegetables and it is light and not too much of seasoning. So this is my favorite spot to go to when I go out with friends. This is so called my weekend meal. As you can see, there are beef and mushroom, onions, kimchi, garlic, and a lot of vegetables. I say it's a weekend because it is quite expensive getting a high quality beef in Korea, so I like to eat them mostly like once a week, which usually on the weekends, and I like to eat them after my high intensity training for the nutrition wise. So it's quite a lot of portions, but I tend to eat a lot of vegetables along with this protein. So don't forget to eat your vegetables when you eat your protein. Diet is at least 80% of your fitness program, so it's very important that you find an eating schedule and mix of foods that works best for you. Whatever types of diet you are trying to do, I do believe what you eat is very important. So how do you know what's in there? That if you make your own food, then you will probably know the best what's in there and what not to put, what to put. So try to get used to if you haven't done it and try to make your own healthy meals. Even though I do not eat 6 times a day, there is always my rules. What kind of diet I'm doing, I always eat healthy. So that's the bottom line. My diet is eating healthy, and I do eat all kinds of food. Especially I do eat a lot of vegetables, and I think that you should be eating more protein. So my protein is always a source, and then eat a lot of vegetables and good carb and good fat. So at the end of the day, why you gain weight? Because you eat more than you consume. So if you tend to eat more fat, then make sure you don't eat much of carbs. And vice versa, if you tend to eat more carbs today, then you gotta make sure you eat less fat. One thing you remember though, fat has 9 calories, which is 5 more calories than carbs and protein. So make sure when you eat fat, you calculate wisely. If you ended up eating too much, then you're gonna end up getting fat, no matter what you're eating or it's healthy or not. So I hope this video helps you to figure out your diet or nutrition. What's most important, nutrition or diet plan? It is fits your schedule well. So if you cannot really keep up with their diet or nutrition schedule, then that's not good for you. But if that somehow works best for you, if you can follow these routines or timeline, if it doesn't really give you any headache, then that's a good plan for you. But again, what's important is what you eat. So make sure you do eat healthy, and always never forget, drink a lot of water and eat a lot of vegetables. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. If you like this video, please send thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching. This is Minsoo, and I will see you in the next video. Stay active and be happy. Bye!